Welcome to the Quarantine Show, keeping you ill-informed of what's going on in and around Sarnia-Lambton. The first place he'd loot would be Adult Connections. Here's Richard Head.
I don't know why I tell you anything. I really don't. But tell me you weren't thinking that's where you'd go to. Richard Head, you can call me Dick. This is the Quarantine Show. On for another week as the pandemic continues. Yes, I know rules have been relaxed, but it does not mean that COVID is gone, even though some certainly acting that way. Coming up this week, we'll look at the top 10 things that we've learned from the riots going on in the U.S. right now. Of course, everybody's still upset, and understandably so, about the murder of the innocent George Floyd by 4 police officers in Minneapolis. We'll get to those top 10 things we've learned in just a little while. Sports is back as well, and Bob and Doug went to space. We'll get to that in just a few, but first we'll start locally. 2 COVID testing centers have now opened up in the area. Of course, anybody can go and get tested in Sarnia. Drive-through testing will begin. It began yesterday, actually, at Twin Bridges Nurse Practitioner-led clinic at 153 Christina Street South. They operate 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. You can go and check them out. No appointment is required, and COVID swabs will be performed to people remaining inside their vehicles. There's also a rural Lambton assessment center in Petrolia. They'll begin drive-through testing on Tuesday. The center is asking people to call in advance for pre-registration, but if you want to go and get yourself looked at, you can most certainly do that. And the bright side to the drive-through here, sources close to the shit show say that Tim Hortons is still slower. So there you go. Earlier this week, the Ontario government outlined some key findings from the Canadian Armed Forces report on 5 long-term care homes at which the military had been assisting. Now, the report detailed some very serious concerns around infection prevention, safety, staffing, and, of course, level of care. So an investigation has been launched. I can tell you right now, sources close to the show provided us with this hidden camera footage.
I got good news. We're extending arts and crafts time by 4 hours today.
My fingers hurt.
What's that?
My fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty.
Seems they're monkeying around in India with the COVID-19. Yes, that's right. A troop of monkeys stole blood samples from suspected coronavirus patients. This from a government hospital in Meerut district, that is in the northern Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. The incident happened last Thursday when a lab assistant was working with the COVID-19 facility of the hospital and carrying blood samples due for testing. It seems the monkeys just swooped down and grabbed the samples and were seen chewing on them as well. So I gotta say, if you had COVID monkeys for the month of June in the 2020 pool of horrors, please step forward and claim your prize. Definitely didn't see that coming. Sources close to the shit show now have informed us that, yes, Bob and Doug have made it safely into orbit and to the International Space Station. Yesterday, the rocket ship designed and built by Elon Musk's SpaceX company lifted off from Cape Canaveral, Florida, to fly to the International Space Station. Of course, it does mark the first time the privately manned space flight has been successful. And we were provided with this footage of the launch. History in the making.
3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Take off,
There's a Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA. Go SpaceX. Godspeed, Bob and Doug.
All right, Godspeed, Bob and Doug. Still to come, top 10 things we've learned through the riots, but first, let's get a check on sports.
Thanks, Dick. We're down here live at the motor park. Got some NASCAR racing going on behind me. You can see the leaders passing by now. It's crazy down here. Social distancing, though. The vehicles are staying 6 feet apart, so we're pretty excited about that. Good thing you see this last car's coming by. He's losing, Dick. He's losing. But sports is back, baby. Sports is back. This has been Joseph Jovington Fieldson coming to you live from Sarnia Motorsport Park. Thank you. Sports is back. Sports is back.
Oh, thank God. I thought for sure that was going to be a report on the decathlon, otherwise known as the show Labor of Love, where 15 guys will compete to impregnate a 41-year-old woman. Yes, that is the state of reality TV. Richard Head, you can call me Dick. That's going to just about do it for this edition of the Quarantine Show. But before I leave you off, going to leave you off with the top 10 things we have learned through the riots. Yes, that's right. Number 10, when it comes to cop cars, Americans like theirs, well done. Number 9, while many businesses are reeling, Dollar Tree is reporting a loss of approximately $29.98. Number 8, much of America has completed or almost completed their Christmas shopping. At number 7, pointing a bow and arrow at protesters. Ooh, that's a bad idea.
Standing near his car, he drew his bow multiple times at protesters. A short time later, he is swarmed. His car is then flipped over and set on fire.
Number 6, car dealerships across America are going to get a huge boost when it comes time to replace the squad cars. Number 5, insurance companies, yeah, they're squirming. There's no doubt about that. Number 4, the good news, riots appear to have cured COVID. And number 3, like a teenager, curfews just mean absolutely nothing to protesters. Number 2, you know you f***ed up when the Amish are protesting. And the number 1 thing that we here at the Quarantine Show have learned through the riots, there is still hope.
The only reason we're here is to make sure that you got a voice. That's it. There we go. Don't think for a second that he represents who these cops are from all over the county and around this nation. We go out there to help people, not do that nonsense. There we go. We want to be with y'all for real. So I took my helmet off and laid the batons down. I want to make this a parade, not a protest. Here, you got dogs, so what's up? So listen, I was just telling you, these cops love you. That cop over there hugs people, so you tell us what you need to do.
Walk with us! 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 Walk with us!
Let's walk! Let's walk!
I'm not wearing any pants.